picture is by Joe Rosenthal, but
Another
it's taken a year later.
Are you down in Houston?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yeah, we came up here today to visit with you. There he is,
Yeah.
right there on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
There's this one.
Okay, yeah.
It's titled "Honoring the Dead."
Look at
on
that.
the second
You got all
anniversary.
3 divisions there.
So that is.
Were you in this one?
Well, now, wait a
Oh,
minute.
no, that was a year later.
I
years
think
later.
that was a commemoration after we left, because look at the uniforms, how nice.
Yeah.
We were
Well,
rags.
he said this was 2
We were
years
terrible.
later.
I believe it's the same cemetery.
Now that's us right there. That's the remainder of Iwo Jima right there. 3 divisions.
But
Yeah.
it's at the same location.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe
you can see
Rosenthal
it.
went back every year for 5 years.
Yep.
And then on the 10th anniversary for the next 2 years,
I don't know what else is there.
tried to buy his pictures from each one of them.
Here's something interesting.
You-
Look at the signature. Donald Trump.
Oh, nice. And this is a letter to you.
Huh? It's a birthday greeting last year.
Oh, wow. Oh, and it says out of Tomball.
Yeah.
Were you living in Tomball?
Huh?
Did you live in Tomball?
Where?
I don't know. It says Mr. Don Graves, Tomball, Texas. Or unless that was that
I don't-
where
I
he
don't-
he might have presented it to
he
you
got
there.
the wrong address.
Oh, did
yeah,
he?
That's
I live down the road from Tomball.
Yeah. You know who gave me the information? Mad Dog.
Oh, really?
The general.
Mattis? General Mattis?
Madsen.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I thought that's nice, though.
That is pretty cool. You got a letter
got
from
it?
Trump. Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Yes,
all
sir.
right.
Sure do. That's awesome.
Okay.
All right.
That about it, or
Anything
what?
else? Any other pictures?
I haven't even taken any
On
of
here?
my pictures yet.
Are we done on?
Well, I think.
Unless you got another picture you want to show him?
I think that is.
Look at the planes coming over.
Yeah, that is neat.
I think those guys came from.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
really?
what I think.
So this is.
Well, I said that's too neat a uniform. We didn't have any extra clothes.
So this is 1 year later, but on top of Mount.
Oh, that's
Suribachi.
1 year. That was 1 year later.
On top of Mount Suribachi.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So this is the monument
Yeah.
that's built there by I forget who. But another picture by Joe Rosenthal. Part of my goal was to show that Joe Rosenthal.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
There's a reason why that picture is so good.
You know, we had he fought over the new war, these new battles, and I said, you know what? I got to tell you something. We're losing our tradition. We need to go back to our tradition, the way we fought. There's no beachheads, that's true, but we can still fight that way. We've learned the Army tactics in that. We don't fight that way. He said, I agree with you. He said, in fact, the new commandant is trying to do that, get us back to our tradition. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at this. Company photo.
Did you find me?
No.
Can you find me?
Let me see here.
The first 3 rows.
Were you 17 in this photo?
Yep. I'll make it the first 2 rows.
Okay. I'm not sure. You look so young.
Right there.
Right here?
That's it.
Okay. Wow.
I want this in the picture, but I'm gonna leave it over there.
Awesome.
And just sit right there in the middle. Let me just leave that right there.
Doing a photo shoot here with Mr. Don Graves. They have the memorabilia of him up here.
museum down in Houston. Oh, you know that?
They were telling me about that. It's pretty neat. I'd love to take the girls there one day. Thank you.
And they have a painting over here of him. Out of chalk. Whoa, I dropped my phone. Picked it up though. That is pretty cool. This is neat. Trying to get the right photos, but Mr. Don Graves. Here we are photoing Mr. Don Graves. He has a picture of his company from when he first joined
Another one where this is
the
down,
Marine Corps.
so I can see your patch.
Huh?
I want to see your patch.
Oh,
Turn a little bit. Lean forward. The
Oh,
other
that
direction.
way?
The other direction.
this way?
Yeah.
All right.
Lean forward a little bit. There we go.
We're at the Cafe Republic. This is a restaurant that Don comes to pretty much every single day for breakfast. And that's why they have this little area right here is basically designated for him. They have some pictures up behind him up on the wall, which is his area. And there's that painting over there right by the front door to come on in. This is awesome.
Not quite done yet. This is old school. I'm shooting on film.
Old school. What era is this camera from?
The 1970s.
70s. We got a 70s camera right here. Let's see how you load this bad boy. Got him a film roll. Licky sticky roly poly.
I'm going to change lenses and do another roll, and then we'll call it done.
All right.
Because you look great there.
Perfect. All right.
Where's my bag?
Here we go. New film. This came from the 1970s old school. That's so cool. Now, if you come to this restaurant, the burgers are delicious and they're big, half-pound burgers, amazing. So if you are watching this video, come up here to Trophy Club near Fort Worth and eat you a burger from here because they're good. That's cool with the flag next to it.
Show me that cap. Huh? Show me the cap.
Okay?
Yeah. Let's put it back on. There we go.
Perfect. All right, we got
Good?
victory. Victory.
Good.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it so much.
Very good.
Very much.
All right.
All right, this is a coin that was just given to us.
What do I see?
What do
And
you
the
see?
coin.
What do you see in the coin?
In the eyes?
Yeah, I told him.
When you tilt it really
if you move
slowly-
it just slightly, you'll see the blue in my eyes.
And it winks at you.
Or at least they'll wink.
It really does.
They only wink for women, though.
That's funny. He just gave us these autographed pictures of him. It's got a story on the back. And then I got this coin too. Let's see. I'm not a woman, but let's see if.
I had one guy sit over here, and he thought I was lying, and then he went, "Oh my gosh!" He said, "Yes." I thought
That's
he was
so
going
cool.
to say, "I'll bet you show this to all the men."
Awesome. Thank you so much, Don.
Man that took that picture.
Yep. He put the first flag on Mount Suribachi, and the Japs grabbed it and threw it down the hill.
That's a disturbing picture. We won't look at that.
I've got his book on Iwo Jima. It is a gem, and it's worth $398. I paid 60 cents in the dime store.
So that's another.
And this was
Yeah,
another
look at
picture
that.
of the
There's
same
Lieutenant
event.
Schreier. Yeah.
different angle.
He became my captain.
It's a credit line
Gift.
gift. I wonder who that guy is.
They don't name anybody, do they, here?
It's in the record, but it's not part of the title.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get put publicly, but it's
Yeah.
in the record. But we can verify it with their video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And what was the name or the author of the book?
My book?
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
you were just telling
you
me
can't
about.
buy it.
Right.
There's only one left. They've got it at the book company. Yeah. So they said, hang on to it. It is worth $398 right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got it for 60 cents.
Yeah. What is the name of that? Battle for Iwo Jima? Yeah, I
Battle
think Battle for Iwo Jima. Yeah.
And it was by Lowry?
Yeah, by Lowry.
By Lowry. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
If you saw Pacific, Lowry was in that.
Oh, really?
I mean, portrayed. He was always writing. Always writing. He fought, but he was writing all the time, too. So he compiled all that stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here with Don Graves from Iwo Jima, and we have this photo pulled up. He's going to identify who he can in this photo here. So, Graves, can you tell me about this photo here, who you recognize in it?
Yes, I recognize some of my buddies. This happens to be some of the group of Easy Company, and I was in Dog Company, and we had F Company, DEF. We're on the side of the mountain. We're making sure that the Japs don't come moving in on us from the bottom. And this is the group that took a picture up there. And we're all over the mountain, but that was a sort of a company, part of a company, because we lost a lot of men there. And there's Lieutenant Schreier there. There, that one in the back, that's Bradley.
Behind the helmet?
That's Bradley. He never liked to wear a helmet or a hat. It's so hard to tell here. There's Ira, right there.
Oh,
That's Ira Hayes right there.
the bottom left.
Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
So, that's what that picture is. And that pipe there that the flag is on was a drain pipe they found up on top. Otherwise, it would not be able to put it up.
Okay. The story again, how Ira Hayes passed away. It was a sad story about Ira Hayes, how Ira Hayes passed away in Arizona.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me that one again?
Yeah, I spent a few times with that. We were close buddies. And I remember one time I had my mess gear in my hand after we got back from Iwo Jima. We had 2 weeks off. And I'm going to the mess hall, and I'm dangling my mess gear, and I hear someone behind me that says, "Graves, hold up." I turn around, it's Ira, and he's in battle fatigues. I said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "I couldn't handle it. I wanted out." They let me go, so I'm back here with my buddies now. But I remember something funny happened. When we'd get paid, there were a lot of poker games in tents. Ira and I went in and sat there and watched a poker game. It is a big one. And this one kid was losing it. He was belly aching, moaning, he was complaining. And then I said to Ira, "Ira, what does Apaches do with a guy like him?" He said, "Apache have way of taking care of fellows like him." And the kid got up and left. And we all laughed.
You were just telling me a story about how Ira Hayes passed away in Arizona. Could you tell me that again?
Yes. Ira had a job in Marine Corporal, which is just south of
Phoenix.
Phoenix. And their old reservation was there, but they were driven out years ago. It was damaged, but they held festivities here. So I had this Marine cap on, Iwo Jima on it, and I went up there. I was on leave. I went up there and I saw this young girl. She was making beads. The people are all working, and I said, "Why are you making all these things?" She said, "I see that you were on Iwo Jima." So I was every day. Did you know Ira? And I told her all about it. She said, "Oh my gosh." I said, "Was he ever made an honorary chief?" She said, "When he came home, we made him an honorary chief, and he did nothing with it." And I said, "What happened to him?" She said, "It was terrible. He would go up to Phoenix, get drunk. The sheriff would send him back, give him a couple of bucks, and give him a bag lunch. This time he came back with a bottle of sake. And he got in the sheep sty. They found him in the morning nude with the bottle spilt out, half empty. He froze to death. And that's how Ira died.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's sad.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that story. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You bet. There's some stories to tell on that.
You want to tell me a story about this
Yes.
beach here? That'd be great. So this is a Joe Rosenthal photo. It looks like you're coming out of the boats to go onto the beach of Iwo Jima, correct?
Yes. Well, we got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're miles offshore. A battle in the air was going on. We were oriented, and then we got word to load up in our amphibious tractors down below on an LST, small craft. We got into the amphibious tractors. I got up on top, and they just pushed me in because I carried a 72-pound flamethrower, and that's heavy.
Yeah.
So when we went out the mouth of the ship, rallied around, and aimed for the beach. We hit the beach at 8 o'clock in the morning, February 19th. On my right, about 50 feet, was John Basilone, Medal of Honor on Guadalcanal. Quite a Marine. Spent time in Philippines before the war. He was shot right there by a sniper. The word went through us, and that hurt because we were like John. Well, we had to get over that beach, but as we looked on this picture, you'll see, but there were a lot of them laying down here. They would get dropped because the snipers were opening up heavy fire on us when we come over the top. And if you'll see that smoke right there, that's a knee mortar. And that knee mortar has a lot of fragmentation, pieces of metal, and it can take down. And so we lost 200 men on that beach. So we finally made it over the top, and we had to turn left 545 feet to the base of Suribachi. We spent 3 days from the top of from the top of the beach to the bottom of Suribachi. We got there the third day, 545 feet. We lost a lot. And of course, the story about the flag follows that. But we had to fight our way up the hill. And you know, you can't throw a hand grenade up in the air. They threw us there, just let them lob down on us. It's the grace of God that I'm here talking. That's all I can say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we lost 7,000 of our buddies. 20,000 shot up, put on ships, buried at sea, some of them. It was sad.
Yeah.
It was.
So when the flags were raised at the top of the hill, where were you at?
Right on the crest.
Right on the crest.
Right on the crest. You know, it's hard to explain. But we finally made it over the crest, and they were trying to get it up. There's a lot of wind up there, right out of the west, a lot of wind, and they finally got it up. And I said to them, my buddies, I said, we never had a flagpole. We didn't know anything about putting a flag up. My battalion commander got a flag off the ship, and the captain said, Colonel, he said, if you could put this up for me, please do, and that's why he put that flag up. That's the reason for it. So, but how did they tie the flag on? We all talked about it. What? We didn't have anything for that. There is a picture, and the lieutenant that I showed you a picture of, he has wire in his hand. They found wire up there. and they wired that flag on. So that's the story of the flag.
Now, did you actually see the flag be raised?
Oh yes, oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh, 500 ships in the water, right down the bay, all let go with tracers. Oh, everything, all kinds of. It was just like it was the evening of the 4th of July in Hudson Bay.
Oh, back in New York, yeah. They were celebrating.
It was a spectacle.
That's awesome.
And we fired our weapons in the air. Every round was a tracer, and it lights up, you know.
Check this out. Look at this.
Yeah, there it is. He's got wire right there. Now that's Lieutenant Schreier. This is Lindbergh. I don't know this man's name, but they see how they're tying it here with wire.
Right.
Now, where would I don't know where they got that wire, but they found it up there.
Wow.
Otherwise, we couldn't have put a flag up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that story.
You're welcome.
No. Don Graves here. Awesome guy. Thank you very much.
When you were leaving the beach, when you were leaving the cemetery on the beach,
Yeah.
what did the sign say?
Oh, what did it say?
Yes.
Oh, it was a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper on the left side, and it was tacked or nailed there, and it was sort of like a ballpoint or a pencil, you know, and it said, "Fellas, when you go home, tell the folks we did our best, that they may have many more tomorrows."